All right, Taurus. It's not bad, but I think that some of you may be denying yourself something. So from Lee Vampire, love conquers all, enduring loyalty, eternal love, and lasting commitment, and then quest from chakra wisdom. Now, when you look at quest, it talks about the commitment to your path, right? But it's also saying that you need to take a risk here. This is feeling like your life has meaning somewhere else, but we all know that that's not true. Your power is in the present moment. Your life has meaning right now. But I look at this and think, if we're talking about an unnecessary quest, are you denying yourself something that you have a love for? Because love conquers all talks about something being renewed, reignited, the power of love. Now if we're talking about you feeling like love can conquer any situation here, then you need to stop feeling like you're on an unnecessary path. All right, Taurus. Here's your overall for the week. The Page of Wands. So getting some good news here, some excitement. Needing to take a new path, right? The Page of Wands, though, shows a lack of experience, though, being a page. But the reminder there is that you need to just go. It's like you'll learn along the way here. But I feel like, this is communication coming through about a really good opportunity. It's just a matter of whether or not you're going to follow through on this. Oh boy. In the past, the King of Cups. Now, for you, this could be in the past. You may have been, emotionally open here or emotionally available. You may be dealing with somebody who, was that way in the past and now they're coming back through. Usually when you're looking at the King of Cups, you're talking about loving support, right? Possibly dealing with water here, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh boy. All right. The Two of Cups in the present moment, and I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, this may be somebody coming through that's like becoming more open and expressing their emotions because of the Two of Cups being there. There's the connection, right? Now, again, with the Two of Cups, doesn't have to be romantic, but you are talking about, right, feeling like you belong together, the soulmate type energy. But that can mean so many different things. Soulmates don't have to be romantic partners. But, I feel good about it. I feel like the communication that's coming through from this person is like building a better bond between the two of you. Future conditions, the Eight of Pentacles. Now, I look at this and I think, for some of you, absolutely, it's going to be communication about a work opportunity, right? Because I look at the Eight of Pentacles and I think, if this is about work, it clearly here you have some expertise, you know what you're doing here, right? But when you're talking about putting in a lot of hard work and effort, it's, needing to take a risk. It's not the full, but it's pretty damn close here. But it's only because of the communication that's coming through. That sounds really good to you, right? Now, if we're talking about a relationship here, there's a lot of work ahead of you. And that's it. But it doesn't look bad to me at all. But I still go back to, what are you denying yourself? Oh, shit. Your best path to follow, the Ten of Swords. And this, to me, especially with the Page of Wands being there, is saying that the worst is over with. It's like looking at it in the reverse, honestly. It being your advice, looking at everything that I'm seeing here, it's not saying that you need to end a situation in a really painful way here. It's saying that if you've been through this before, it's over and it's done with now. Because I go back to that Eight of Pentacles and think, man, yeah, if that is what you have experienced, then yeah, there's definitely going to have to be some work put into this. My God, if I could talk right this week. Anyway, I look at that and now I understand why, it's the King of Cups coming through. No matter who you're dealing with, whether it's male or female, whether it's a water sign or not, to me, this is somebody coming through and they're showing their emotional side now, right? Where he may have taken a distance from you before, because that Two of Cups is saying that connection is definitely still there. In your environment, the Queen of Pentacles, and there you are, right? Now, I feel like this is going to be a situation for those of you who are looking to rebuild a relationship with somebody where there was like a very difficult separation ending here with the Ten of Swords. I think the Queen of Pentacles being in your environment is just suggesting that, you did what you had to move on, but I still feel like there's a part of you that wants to be in this connection, in this relationship, right? Like I've always said, she doesn't need it. She doesn't need that king, right? She knows how to manage that shit on her own. Same thing with the Queen of Wands, right? But with her, it's about, feeling secure, right? Do you feel secure with the communication that's coming through? Or do you feel like this person is just telling you what you want to hear? Which is why you're looking at it practically going, we're going to have to fix some things. There's going to be some work that has to be put into this. Wow. Your hopes and your fears, the Seven of Cups. This is something that I feel like you've been wanting. When I look at the Seven of Cups of this deck, I think of, how do we get there? How do we get to, those castles in the sky, right? I don't think it's about other options here. I think that this is something that, you have been thinking about, fantasizing about the possibilities on what would happen. I do think that, this is something that you may have wanted, but I still think that there's a part of you that may be a little bit reserved when it comes to this, But I do think that as far as the hope here, you're open to the possibilities, But my problem is that if there needs to be a lot of hard work being put into this, are they putting in the same amount that you are? And I only say that because of the Seven of Cups, because there's not anything really happening there, Are you fearing that you're going to continuously be fantasizing about what could be and then nothing actually happens? And then coming out the Empress, damn. I don't feel bad about it other than what you have already been through, And I go back to Love Conquers All and Quest, and if we're talking about, working on a relationship here, no matter what the relationship is, you may have been really dead set on the path that you were on because of what has happened, right? But don't deny yourself something that you love, someone you love, something you want. I look at the Empress coming out, and I think this is about, beyond bringing things to life here and manifestation. I look at this and think there's a part of you that's opening up that nurturing, caring side where you're meeting it now. But it's going to take a lot of work to get to this point where you feel open to this person, where they're coming through and being emotionally open, supportive. It's going to take a little bit for you to get past all of this to here. And then the Ten of Pentacles, it looks good to me. I just think that, whatever it is that you went through here, where there was, this painful ending here, that is why you are in the position that you are now, right? You had to do what you needed to get things secure for you. And it may be because at one point they weren't emotionally available. They weren't, connecting with you, but now it's like they're wanting to. Now, with the King of Pentacles coming through, I feel good about it. Like, I feel like the both of you are looking at things from, that realistic, practical standpoint about, where is this going to lead? What are we actually doing here? What is the real possibility of what could happen? I see this as a good thing. because you're meeting each other equally, right? I mean, it looks great. Now, with the Six of Cups, again, we're going back to the past, and this may be part of that past, or, this person not being supportive here, but clearly, right, history, happy memories, right, trying to go back to a better time. And then you have the Ten of Pentacles, which is where this is leading, This to me is the let's grow old together and change our diapers and shit, right? I mean, that is the Ten of Pentacles to me, absolute security and stability, especially within family relationships, right? Or romantic relationships or marriages, whatever the partnership is here. The potential here is long lasting as long as there is work put into this. I don't think that this person is just telling you what you want to hear here. To me, this looks good. Because eventually you lead to this place where, you feel good, right? You get to enjoy the abundance in your life. It's not being caught up in the emotions of the situation here. It's not like getting whisked away by all of that, right? There are definitely some things that need to be worked out, but the both of you are looking at it from the same perspective. I mean, absolutely. With that king and queen, and then looking at the two, yes. For those of you who are in a relationship here, there is no point in holding on to the pain of an ending, because I look at this and I think, okay, so if things did end, right? I mean, don't think that this person is not, your soulmate, or that, they can't be, right? I mean, and then I go back to love conquers all and think that, your love can conquer this situation, right? Because I'm looking at this Ten of Swords, and the way that I feel about it is not that, you're going through a painful breakup and you're going to meet somebody who is different than what you would expect and you're going to get into a relationship. I don't think that that's it, because I'm looking at you already being in a relationship here, but being put through pain, having been put through a painful ending, a painful separation, right? I mean, but there's still something about this person that you shouldn't be walking away from, Nobody expects their soulmate to put them through this, right? Which is kind of how I'm looking at that. But, the way that I see this coming out, though, looks really good. It looks like this is going to be, the long-term connection relationship that you want it to be. And you being the Empress coming out, especially after, putting in a lot of hard work here, to me, it looks good. It's just, you're going to have to go and you're going to have to do this. You're going to have to walk that path here with the Page of Wands, right? Once that communication comes through, you may not know what's going to happen, but damn it, feel good about it, despite what you've been through, because it's over with, right? The worst is over with here.